My wife told me, just go sleep at a hotel. We need space. I did. The next day, I found a $5,879 charge on our joint card. She had flown her friend in from Vegas. I canceled the card. 47 missed calls. Hey there. We're working hard to hit our first 1,000 subscribers. If you love true, emotional stories, hit that subscribe button. It helps more than you know. Now let's get into the story. Just go sleep at a hotel tonight. We need space. That's what she said to me while brushing her teeth. Like it was nothing. Like kicking your husband out was just brushing teeth. And the way she said it? Flat. Emotionless. She didn't even look up. That part stung more than the words. So yeah, that's how my Thursday night started. No big argument. No slamming doors. Just 7 quiet words and a long stare into the mirror like I wasn't even there. I stood in the doorway for a second, thinking maybe she was joking. Or maybe she'd had a bad day. But nothing about her face looked tired. Nothing about her tone felt stressed. Just cold. Like I was a stranger crashing on her couch for too long. So I grabbed a small duffel bag from the closet, tossed in some clothes, my laptop, and left. No questions. No fight. Just silence. She didn't stop me. Didn't ask where I was going. Didn't even say drive safe. Just turned the bathroom light off behind her and shut the door. Let me give you some context. We've been married 7 years. No kids, just us. I work remote in IT, decent money, pay the mortgage, utilities, car, all of it. She works in real estate. Commission-based. High energy. Outgoing. The kind of person who needs the room's attention when she walks in. I'm the opposite. Quiet. Steady. Not flashy. I cook most nights, handle laundry, keep the house in order. We used to balance each other out. Or at least, that's what I thought. The last few months, though, she's been different. Not outright cruel. Just distant. Distracted. Always texting. Always late. Always tired when I wanted to talk. But then she'd post on her Instagram story laughing at wine bars or rooftop brunches while I'm sitting at home wondering if we're okay. I chalked it up to work stress. The market's been brutal lately, and I know realtors have to hustle. I never questioned her late hours. I never tracked her location. I never opened her phone. Because I trusted her. Stupid me, right? Anyway, I checked into a Holiday Inn near the airport that night. Nothing fancy. Watched some dumb action movie. Scrolled Reddit. Tried not to spiral. And yeah, I texted her. Something like, let me know if you need anything. I'll give you space. No reply. Just read. No dots. No typing. Just silence. I didn't sleep much. My brain was doing gymnastics trying to figure out what I did wrong. What changed? What did I miss? Then morning came. I was sipping hotel coffee, about to order breakfast, when I got the first alert. It popped up on my phone from our joint credit card. A big charge. $5,879.42. My stomach dropped. It was too early for emergencies. Too specific for fraud. So I opened the app. The charge was from an airline. Round trip. Las Vegas. 2 first-class tickets. Plus hotel. Plus room service. All booked from our account. And here's the part that made me feel physically sick. She hadn't flown anywhere. She flew someone in. From Vegas. To our city. To our home. While I was in a hotel room, she sent me to. And I still didn't know who he was. But I was about to find out. You ever get that feeling where your chest gets tight, but you're not sure if it's anxiety or just your brain catching up with what your eyes are seeing? That's where I was. Sitting on the edge of a stiff hotel bed, staring at my phone screen like it was lying to me. $5,879.42. Charged. Approved. No fraud block. No call from the bank. Nothing. I zoomed in on the booking details. 2 first-class tickets. From Las Vegas to our city. A luxury hotel downtown. The same one she once told me was too expensive even for anniversaries. Then 2 separate room service orders. Lobster, champagne, dessert. The timestamps were only a few hours after she told me to sleep at a hotel. That's when the voice in my head got louder. She planned this. It wasn't a spur-of-the-moment thing. This wasn't about needing space. She knew I'd leave. She knew I wouldn't question it. And she knew she needed the house, empty. I didn't call her. Not yet. I couldn't. I needed to see something. Anything. So I pulled up our phone plan. I'd never looked at it before, not really. But that morning, I went deep. In the call logs, one number popped up over and over again. Late at night. Lunchtime. Once even during our anniversary dinner while I was in the bathroom. She'd labeled it work, Client B. But this client called her 17 times in one day, and she always answered. Always. I stared at that number for a long time, then copied it, threw it into Google. The area code? Nevada. Vegas. Now I was shaking. Not mad. Just wired. You know when your body knows before your brain does. That was me. I opened her Instagram. Nothing posted in 48 hours. Odd for her. Then I opened his number in WhatsApp. I didn't expect anything, but it popped up. A profile pic. A shirtless gym selfie. Tattoos. Designer sunglasses. The caption said, "Catch flights, not feelings." I felt sick. Not because he was better looking or richer or whatever. Because he looked young. Barely 25. And I was starting to get the full picture. I drove back to the house. I don't even remember the ride. My brain was underwater. The garage was empty when I pulled up. No sign of her car. No lights on. The bedroom blinds were shut, something she never does. She likes the sun coming in. I sat in the driveway for 20 minutes. Just breathing. Watching. Wondering who was inside. I didn't go in. Not yet. Instead, I opened the bank app again and went to the card settings. I didn't freeze the card. I didn't cancel it. I left it wide open and turned on transaction alerts. I wanted to watch it happen. That night, the card got hit again. $684.29. Hotel spa services. $79.99. Room service. Romantic platter for two. I stared at those notifications while lying in a dark hotel room. Lights off. Phone glowing in my hand. She never once texted me. No good night. No you okay? No we'll talk soon. She just disappeared. And now, I knew why. By Saturday afternoon, I wasn't even tired anymore. I hadn't slept more than 2 hours since she told me to leave, but I didn't feel it. My body was running on some kind of quiet rage I couldn't explain. It wasn't the yelling, punching walls type. It was the still, cold kind. The kind that makes you sharper. Observant. I hadn't spoken to her in 2 days. Not a single word. Not a single message. But the bank notifications kept talking. $52. Cocktails, rooftop bar. $1,034. Jewelry boutique. $63. Uber Black, drop-off, our house. That last one. That was the moment I knew. He was at my home. I parked a block away. Walked the rest. I don't even remember crossing the street. Just the sound of my own heartbeat and my feet hitting the pavement. It felt like walking into a memory someone else had ruined. The porch light was on, a soft glow leaking out through the curtains. I didn't ring the bell. I didn't knock. I just stood there for a while. Then I walked around to the side of the house and looked through the narrow kitchen window. She was there, laughing, holding a wine glass, wearing the silk robe I gave her last Christmas. And across the island from her was him. Exactly the guy I saw in the WhatsApp picture. Tank top, gold chain, barefoot. He said something and she laughed again. Full belly laugh, the kind I hadn't heard from her in months. Then he walked up behind her and kissed her shoulder. Not just a friend's being stupid thing. A kiss you don't fake. A kiss you don't give unless something's already been happening. She leaned into it, smiled, poured him another glass. I watched for 10 seconds, then backed away like I'd been burned. Here's the thing though. I didn't feel rage. I didn't scream. I felt something worse. Relief. Because now I knew I wasn't crazy. All the nights she said she was closing with clients. All the times she came home smelling like cologne that wasn't mine. All the conversations that died the second I walked into a room. They finally made sense. This wasn't some emotional confusion or marriage drifting apart. She invited another man into our home. Our kitchen. Our bedroom. Our life. And paid for it all with my money. I walked back to the car. Didn't run. Didn't panic. Just opened the door, sat down, and opened the bank app again. I looked at the list of charges. All of them. Every last one. Then I scrolled down and tapped freeze card. A little message popped up. Are you sure? I hit yes. Then I opened another app, our credit union, and transferred every cent out of our joint account. $14,207.36. Gone. In one click. Into an account she couldn't touch. I changed the password. Logged out. Then I turned off the engine and just sat there in silence. The kind of silence that doesn't feel empty. It feels like air finally coming back into your lungs. That night, she called for the first time. I didn't answer. 10 minutes later, a text. Hey, are you okay? An hour after that, something's wrong with the card. Can you check it? By 2 a.m., 7 missed calls. Then 12. Then 47. She must have been standing there, phone in hand, watching her little fantasy fall apart one failed transaction at a time. And I didn't lift a finger. Not because I wanted revenge. Because I was done playing dumb. She didn't come home the next morning. Didn't text. Didn't call again. I guess the 47 missed calls the night before were her version of panic. But when she woke up and realized the card still wasn't working, that's when it got interesting. At 10:21 a.m., I got a new alert. Attempted charge, $328, spa treatment, declined. Then another, $119, brunch and champagne, declined. Then a third, $62, Uber ride, declined. That was the one that hit me, because she was trying to leave, and I had just canceled the escape hatch she built using my money. I was already back at the house by the time she showed up. I didn't make a scene. I didn't pack her things into trash bags or smash anything or change the locks. I wanted her to walk through the front door and see me there. Calm. Waiting. Unbothered. Because silence hits harder than shouting ever will. So I sat on the couch. Lights off. Just a single lamp near the hallway. Her key turned. The door creaked. She stepped inside, pulling a roller suitcase behind her and talking on her phone to someone, probably him. When she saw me sitting there, she froze. Mid-word. Mid-breath. Mid-lie. She hung up fast. Stood still in the entryway like she was trying to figure out if I was a ghost. I didn't speak. She broke first. Hey, she said carefully. You're back. I nodded once. She laughed, nervously. Sorry I didn't message. It's been kind of a blur. You know, taking space and all that. I didn't want to overwhelm you. I didn't answer. She started walking in, real slow, like stepping into a trap. Okay, she said, dropping her bag by the stairs. Look, I know this looks bad, but nothing happened, all right? He's just a friend. He came to visit, and I didn't want you to feel awkward about it. She said nothing happened, while wearing the same silk robe I saw her in through the window 2 nights ago. I reached to the table next to me, pulled out a manila folder. Inside, printouts of every bank transaction from the last 48 hours. I slid them across the table to her without a word. She picked them up like they were hot to the touch. I could see her eyes scanning. Airfare, hotel, food, Uber, spa. Her mouth opened, then closed, then opened again. This isn't what it looks like, she tried. I didn't think you'd. I cut her off by standing up. She flinched. I wasn't close to her. I didn't raise my voice. I just walked to the bedroom, grabbed a second bag I'd packed earlier, and walked toward the door. She followed, stumbling over her words. Wait, are you leaving? Babe, please, can we just talk? No, because she didn't ask to talk when she sent me out to a hotel. She didn't ask when she brought another man into our bed. She didn't ask when she swiped that card over and over again. Now she was asking, but I wasn't listening. Before I walked out, I stopped in the hallway, reached into my pocket, and handed her a piece of paper. She took it, confused. It was a business card. Family attorney. Her eyes widened. What is this? She asked. I said one sentence. Any future communication will be through him. And then I shut the door behind me. She started calling again an hour after I left. At first it was once every few hours. Then every hour. Then every 20 minutes. By midnight, she was switching between voicemails and text messages. Can we talk? Please don't do this. We made vows. I just needed to feel something. I was lonely. He doesn't mean anything. I love you. Please come home. I read them all. Every single one. And I didn't reply to a single one. I was already checked into another place by then. Not a cheap hotel this time. I found a short-term rental about 20 minutes outside the city. Quiet. Clean. No memories in the walls. Just a couch. A bed. A coffee maker. And peace. I shut off the location sharing between our phones. She noticed within hours. The next morning she emailed me. Not messaged, emailed. A full 2-page letter. She told me she'd been feeling neglected and emotionally distant. She said she didn't plan for things to go this far. That the guy from Vegas was just a stupid mistake. Someone she reconnected with at a conference. She claimed it was one night. Just one. But I knew it wasn't. Because the charges showed 3 nights of hotel stays. And the phone record said she'd been talking to him for 5 months. So I read the letter. Then deleted it. Still no response from me. That same night, she went to my sister's house. They weren't even close. She was just trying to reach me through someone else. My sister called and asked, "Do you want me to tell her something?" I said no. Just that I was safe. That's it. She stayed quiet for a second, then added, "You always protected her more than yourself." That stuck with me, because it was true. The following week, she sent a package. Inside, a handwritten apology, a USB drive with a video message, and a small box. The box held the wedding ring I gave her, and the necklace the Vegas guy bought her. Same box, side by side. Like she was trying to say, here's what I ruined. Here's what I kept. I didn't watch the video. I didn't wear the ring. I didn't respond. I gave it all to my lawyer and told him to add it to the file. A few days later, she messaged again. Can we meet one last time before the papers are filed? I left it on read. Because this wasn't about me needing answers. I had them all already. This was about her not knowing what it felt like to be ignored. Until now. It's been 6 weeks since I walked out of that house. And the strangest part? I haven't cried. I haven't screamed. I haven't even had the urge to go back. It's like something inside me finally snapped into place. Like I finally gave myself permission to stop fixing what someone else was determined to break. The divorce process is moving faster than I thought. Turns out, when you have screenshots of airline tickets, hotel charges, and text messages that say, "Can't wait to see you in our bed," lawyers don't waste time. She tried to fight back at first. Said I was punishing her too hard for a mistake. Tried to call it emotional abandonment. But the truth was loud, and her receipts were in black and white. I got to keep the house. The joint account was already emptied by me before she could touch it again. She left with her personal savings, her clothes, and her silence. A week ago, she sent one final message. "Just so you know, he's gone too." That was it. No apology. No regret. Just another quiet collapse. I didn't answer. What was there left to say? I moved into a new place last weekend. It's smaller, simpler. 1-bedroom apartment above a bookstore. I know the owner now. Old man, drinks black tea, always wears a vest even when it's hot. He doesn't know anything about my past. Just that I come in every morning, read the paper, and ask about his dog. I like that. The other day I was closing a new account for work, something routine. Had to re-verify my banking info. Logged into my old joint account one last time before I closed it. There was one new notification. A tiny transaction I almost missed. $29.42 withdrawn by her name. Memo, lunch. Right after, a text came in. I didn't want to steal. I just didn't have anything left. Please talk to me. I stared at the message for a long time. Not because I wanted to reply, but because I remembered the man I used to be. The one who would have replied. The one who would have forgiven her. But he was gone now. I closed the app, turned off the phone, walked to the window, and opened it wide. The air smelled clean. No cologne. No perfume. Just paper, city dust, and coffee from the shop downstairs. And for the first time in a long, long time, it was quiet. The kind of quiet that doesn't hurt anymore. The kind you choose. Peace isn't cheap, but it's worth every penny. And that's the story. If you're still here, that means you're one of us. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I drop new chaos every single day, and trust me, tomorrow's story, it's even worse than this one.